Hi Christian.
Hi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
It's been a nice weekend.
Yeah. Today is the third day of this Barcelona Moto Gymkhana, and that was a fun time.
All packing up now. It's been tiring for a lot of us, but really good way of tiring.
Yeah.
So it's been a really nice weekend. But great to have you here also.
Yeah, thank you.
Everybody here. Yeah.
We discovered really a lot at this weekend because that's a great opportunity.
Yeah.
Like, how long you are doing Gymkhana?
Yeah, I think this is the 6th year or something, or the 5th. I think this is the start of the 6th year.
Start of the 60s.
Yeah.
Pretty long time.
Yeah.
I think you progressed a lot, and I've heard that from many people. I heard that you became really kind of not a star, but the guy whom everyone wants to follow, like the moves and all the rest. Like, how does this happen? Like, can you tell this a bit?
Mainly, I think because it was such a fun thing to do, and I started in 2012. And the reason why I got involved with this was a few videos from the Japanese guys, and I was looking on the internet if there was something similar in the Netherlands, and there wasn't. And I think a year later, I was again searching on the internet, and then there were a few people in the Netherlands who also were thinking about getting started, and they already started a small group in Amsterdam with a few cones and just trying out with a few guys, and that's I think about 5 months or 4 months after they started. I found them online and I joined the next meeting there was, and I never left for, I think I've been on every occasion the last 3 years afterwards. I never missed a day and trained 2-3 times a day, a week to progress and to get on the level that some of the Japanese guys were at the time. So that was,
you're doing awesome. Like we were watching you during the training and during the competition. It's just amazing how fast you are reaching the limits of your bikes, and your bike is amazingly kind of light. And we saw a few videos posted in the internet showing how it is made, like carbon fiber and all this stuff.
Yeah. It's not the easiest course to have this bike because it's pretty powerful, but it's been over last winter we didn't train or haven't trained since last year, so it's been rusty a little, but that's good to have 3 days in a row to be able to fresh up and get into shape again a little, so we can compete again this year. But especially I was really enthusiastic to, and you feel you progress. The more you train, the more you progress, and that feels good. And every now and then you have a feeling, a eureka moment or something that you change the way you ride or drive, and then you feel you go faster, and you can see also in your times that you develop and you progress. So that's been a real good incentive to keep pushing and keep training.
But maybe you can share a bit about your trainings. Like, what do you like to train, or what probably the areas where you work on to gain experience? Currently, you had a break and you want to recover. Like, what are you doing for that? What exercises?
I started out with a lot of GP8s because GP8 was a course that was already online, and a few times were already available and easy to compare to other riders. So then you know where you're at. But that's only the GP8. And just put up some cones and have fun and try to get a few friends who can push you also and compare times and
just competing and that kind of stuff. Having this atmosphere.
And with some type of corners, I used to crash quite a lot. I still crash a lot, but sometimes I didn't crash in some corners, and that was for me a reason to try to push more in those corners, because if I didn't crash, that for me it was a sign that I could try harder in the corner. So
underdoing something probably.
Sorry?
Underdoing something in that area. So there is an area of improvement. That's interesting.
That worked for me. I'm not sure if it works for everybody, but it worked for me at the time. So that's
that's kind of your strategy. Like, how often do you train usually? during the week or the months? Just
the first few years I trained 2 or 3 times a week. I think every Sunday, that was standard, and 2 or 3 2 times in the evening, maybe one evening and a Saturday or something. And I never missed a day at the Gymkhana meetings we had, the experience days or the training days that you compete or you train with the fellow riders. But also a lot just on my own with my backpack with a few cones in my own neighborhood to drive off after work. So get home from work, get your bag with cones, a sandwich, and then train for 1.5 hours non-stop till you are literally exhausted, and then go back home and feel good about yourself. Yeah, just like working out or something. It was more like a workout.
Yeah, nice. That's pretty tough training times and pretty long time of doing this. Why you are not bored with this?
You progress. You see that you go faster and faster, and that's fun too. And also, last years we are a lot of international competitions, and the first 2 years I think there wasn't a competition outside of the Netherlands, so we could compete with just the Dutch guys. But when we planned some trips to the UK, and the UK was already established or had a few competitions under their belt, so then you can compete also with other countries, and that's also an incentive to even work harder, because you don't know what to expect. If you don't want to go there and not win or not be competitive, so that's also something you. If you meet other people you haven't ridden with before, you want to do your best you can, or a little bit better. So that's also good to have international competition, so you can compete with everybody.
Cool. I think competition is as much important as just regular training, because they set yourself mentally to be prepared and concentrate, because you need to shoot all your techniques, all your abilities into hits, and it's just amazing how different people are able to ride fast on the trainings, but then get themselves in the competition in the same way, or they
get a blackout because it's a competition, or they have a hard time remembering the course. But if you don't have to think about your driving, and you can focus on the course and the layout, and that's also a really important part. That's also what you see sometimes. People are really fast in training, and then sometimes they had bad luck, or during the competitions you don't get points, or you just miss a cone or something that will set you back a little bit. But there's always next time to do better.
Cool. What are your plans for this year? As the last year was, you were not in the competition, so I don't know, probably.
No, not so much last year.
So much.
I was working on another project, hobby of mine. I do like to work on bikes a lot, and that's
cool.
Maybe 50% of the sport, because I like to adapt and change things and see if it works, and that's also a big part of the pleasure I get from it. And
you have a great result actually. Your CBR is fantastic.
Almost done, not completely, but can always be better. But we've got so much time. But last year I was into another project, and that caused a lot of that made me have less time for Gymkhana. But this year will be different. So that project is almost finished. So we'll be able to go full throttle again this year. Yeah.
So what do you plan for this year? What are you aiming to?
We have a few competitions coming up. The European Championship, the Dutch Championship. Got 8 rounds, I think 8 or 7. But those are competitions you don't want to lose. There's only one goal, and that's to win it. But that's something you do have to work on even harder, because last year was pretty low. You have to train a lot more.
Spending more
year.
time on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The rest of the guys are also getting better and better and better. So that's
Your environment in Netherlands is really competitive. Like you, Richard, Bob, Martijn, and all the other Bert. Like you guys awesome.
Yeah, it's really nice group like this. You feed each other with information
Yes.
and see what the other people are doing
Yeah.
differently. You can try it yourself and get input. And it's not like people want to be faster than you, but they help you get faster than themselves almost.
Yes,
It's,
yes.
yeah.
And it's beautiful about the Gymkhana sport, like, and it is everyone that's sharing that the Gymkhana is uniting people into the competition and during the training to help each other to grow, and it's just endless growing.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun. Cool.
Great.
I wish you a good luck in 2019, and thank you very much
same for you also.
Yeah.
We'll see you at the European Championship.
Yeah, we'll see. We're
Yeah.
we're still thinking if we will come there, because it's quite difficult to bring the bikes
It's a lot
from
of,
Ukraine. Yeah, a lot of efforts.
a little bit
and
closer
time.
than Barcelona, but still
Yeah,
far away.
Yeah, still far away. We will think if we will get the team and get all the facilities, maybe we will manage to drive there and take part. Because currently here we got really excited with what we see and whom we communicate. That's really cool.
Yeah, cool.
I would like to thank
Pleasure.
you and have a small present from Moto Gymkhana Kiev.
Cool.
That's
Clean
a
T-shirt for the way
Yeah,
home.
the
That's
clean
what I
T-shirt
needed.
for the
Yeah.
way home. That's M
Okay.
size. I hope
Nice.
that will fit you.
Or
And
Gymkhana.kiev.
Yeah,
Great.
and it will just remind you a bit.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you one
Have a
more
good
time.
trip home, and
Thank you.
thanks for talking to you.
Same to you.
Okay,
Have a good luck. Bye, guys.